Today is my last full day in Kansas City. Although, to be fair, tomorrow is nearly a full day. My flight out isn't until 7 p.m., I think, somewhere in there. So, still got some time here. Today, the conference is half a day. I'm just waiting to go down for breakfast now because it's still 10 minutes before there's food for me. You know, I may think that I obsess about that, but the fact is that that's what I do on trips is I move from one meal to the next, foraging and hoping that I will continue to be able to find food in a strange and foreign land. So today the conference is out at 1, which is right after lunch, so they serve us lunch and then kick us to the curb. So I'm hoping to get across the street there and see the War Museum. That is my goal. I can't think of anything else I need to go see in Kansas City that wouldn't be, well, difficult to cost money. Well, that's going to cost money, but I mean, you know, taxis or buses or other unfamiliar forms of transit to places I'm not familiar with. So I'm going to stick here in the area. And this evening there's a dinner, so I've got something I can't remember where they're taking us, but I've had my Jack Stack, so I can go along with most anything that they take us to. Obviously, there's not going to be anything interesting during the conference between now and noon, 1 o'clock, so there's going to be me going and have breakfast, and I hope it's bacon again. Because if it's a continental breakfast today, I'm going to be very, very hungry. Fruit just makes me hungrier. You know, the oranges and stuff, that just literally makes me hungrier. I will be twice as starving in half an hour. Not that I dislike fruit, it's just that it makes me hungry. Well, breakfast today, there's still bacon. And there's still sausage and eggs, but it's turkey bacon, and it's weird sausage, and, well, it's just turkey and weird. But I got a good seed. Let me rephrase that. It's cold turkey bacon. You're supposed to heat it. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to heat it. And the sausage. Oh no, not good. It's got like cinnamon in it or something. Ugh. The WW1 Museum. I have to say, war, it's not my thing. But WW1 was a fascinating creature. It finally put the end to the old world that had started to die with the Industrial Revolution. And it marked the beginning of the world we live in now. The old tactics and the new technology crashing together in a horrific bloodbath. Nonetheless, you can look at these things and they still feel like they were built by men. Unlike newer military weapons, which look like they are built by computers and machines. This is war hands-on. This is a de Havilland DH-2, a primitive flying craft. It's a replica, unfortunately. Most of the artifacts are real in the museum, but this is a beauty. And this, I feel connected to the builder of this. This is like he put it together in his garage. It's awesome. Look at that tank. This is a French model. But let's not forget the dead, stacked like cordwood. Finally, we got to go up the tower to get the view over all of Kansas City. But that's a good point. He's over there taking a selfie of himself. I suppose what I should have been doing is I should have been narrating this. I'm at the top of the tower. We are 360 feet above Union Station. I am too tired to post this one tonight. So it'll have to be sometime tomorrow. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this. But as you saw, I went to the War Museum today and went up the tower. In the evening, they took us to a place called the Graffallons. I have no idea what the name was, but for dinner, and it was weird. Yes, weird. You know how some places cook food, restaurants and such, and they'll have some hamburgers and maybe some fish entrees and maybe steaks and salads. And then some restaurants choose to always make theirs just a little different. So they put goat cheese or a balsamic honey vinegar sauce or mashed potatoes in places where mashed potatoes should never be, or blue cheese where blue cheese should never be anywhere. But just this sort of general, I'm going to make it frou-frou by putting something on it that's unexpected and utterly inappropriate. And that's what this place was. And I had a pizza, a pepperoni and sausage pizza. And the weird thing that they put on it was ricotta cheese. Now, it actually didn't taste bad because I couldn't taste any of the ricotta cheese. There was also mozzarella cheese on there as well. But, you know, ricotta cheese has its place in Italian food and lasagna. And I personally like, frequently a lasagna recipe will have X amount of mozzarella and then at least twice as much ricotta, or perhaps 3 times as much ricotta. And you can improve any lasagna recipe by just swapping those 2 numbers. Always more mozzarella than ricotta. Ricotta has no flavor, and it's got an icky texture. So anyway, that's where we went to dinner, and then we came back, and I've been kind of poking around with the video, but there's a lot to look through because I shot a lot of footage in the War Museum. Most of it is unusable, but you know, pick out a few pieces of things here and there. Artillery gun, a de Havilland DH-2 plane, some grenades, whatever, torpedoes, mines, sea mines. And then I'm going to try to run a little bit of narration over the top of that. The problem is I'm running out of time. I'm incredibly tired. Tomorrow, I basically have to be packed up. I've got to get down and get some food here in the hotel because the food supplied by the NAIC will be continental breakfast, which means nothing. And then I'm going to be in meetings until probably about noonish, noon 30, and I've got to catch a shuttle bus back here. I've got only until 1 o'clock to get out of my hotel room, so I'm going to have to be packed and ready to go. I'm going to change my clothes, so I'll be in my travel gear, and then I'm going to have to check my luggage downstairs at the hotel because they don't even pick me up till 5 o'clock for the shuttle back to the airplane. So it's going to be a long day. My colleague and I are thinking of hiking about 1.5 miles to Gates Barbecue, which is another one of those ones that people say are really good and we've never tried, and we have plenty of time to kill. So I think that's probably on the agenda for tomorrow afternoon. Anyhow, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you next time.